Thank you, Pablo, for the introduction. Good morning, everybody. When I was preparing this presentation, I was looking only for the future of broadcasting television, but I think that I was missing some important information about the history of terrestrial television in Brazil. Due to this, I created a timeline of broadcasting television in Brazil. Black and white TV was the first generation of TV in Brazil. We used the same North America standard, and the terrestrial television broadcasts began in 1950 during the Brazil World Cup. Some years later, we developed a color TV standard called PAL-M. PAL-M uses the NTSC resolution with the European color codification, and also the systems backward compatible with monochrome TV. We called this version of 1.5 because the color TV is an evolution of black and white TV. And the color TV transmission began in 1997 during the Mexico World Cup. Some years later, we have more evolutions in the TV. The TV sets have evolved. We got new features like stereo audio, second audio program audio, closed caption, and I named this technology of TV 1.6. Finally, in 1998, we had our first digital TV trial in Brazil during the French 98 World Cup using ATSC 1.0, broadcasting full high-definition contents using MPEG-2 video coder. I named this technology of TV 2.0. This is a disruptive technology. Some years later, 1 year later, SET Abert Mackenzie Group. SET is a society of broadcast engineers in Brazil, and the Abert is a Brazilian association of radio and TV broadcasting. And Mackenzie, our university, we evaluated in the lab in the field the 3 digital TV systems, ATSC, DVB-T, and the ISDB-T. These tests supported the Brazilian government in their decision. Some years later, 2002, we had the Korea-Japan FIFA World Cup, and we repeated many tests until 2006, and during the German FIFA World Cup, we tested the 8.264 video coder, and the Brazilian government decided to create a national broadcast digital TV standard called the SBTVD or ISDB-TB. ISDB-TB uses the same physical layer of ISDB-T, but with some improvements, like 8.264 for the video coding, MPEG-4 high-efficiency AEC for the audio coding, and a Brazilian middleware called Jinga for interactive TV. In this time, the Brazilian Digital TV Forum, the SBTVD Forum, was created as a no-profit organization responsible for the general aspects of digital TV deployment in Brazil. And all the specifications created in this forum are standardized by ABNT, a Brazilian Association of Technical Standards. In the next years, we had the deployment of ISDB-T in Brazil, and many countries of South America and Central America adopt ISDB-T. In 2010, we had the South Africa World Cup, and some tests with 3D experience inside the ISDB-TB. Some years later, the TV gets smart and connected to the internet. In 2014, we had the Brazil FIFA World Cup, and many trials with 4K HDR over the top. and also the auction of 700 megahertz band in Brazil. We moved the broadcasters in the band of 700 megahertz for the lower frequencies, and we added a new service of LTE 4G in 700 megahertz bands. Many field tests and mitigations are done to harmonize the operation of both systems. In 2016, we had the Rio Olympic Games. Many trials with 4K HDR over the top, and a very nice trial with 8K over the air, with NHK and the Globo TV in Rio de Janeiro. And finally, the first phase of analog switch-off in Brazil. What means the first phase? The first phase began in 2016 with some series, but last year we concluded the first phase with 1,379 series in the all Brazilian capitals, 27 capitals. The Brazilian government distributed 14 million of set-top boxes, antennas, and with the cables for the population. And now we have around 130 million people receiving DTV over the air. The second phase will be concluded in 2023, and we have around 4,991 series. But these series are very small, and they are in a rural area of Brazil. Last year, we have the Winter Pyeongchang Olympic Games, the Russia FIFA World Cup, and a very nice test. A test of TV 3.0, a disruptive technology. We made some fields and lab tests in Rio de Janeiro and São Paulo with HSC 3.0 broadcasting 4K HDR over the air. Also, we had some deployment of 4K HDR over the top, and some demonstrations, some trials with 8K distribution from Russia to Rio de Janeiro in 8K. And many public demonstrations. This is a museum in Rio de Janeiro called the Museu da Manhã. This is the call for the demonstrations for 4K and 8K. This is another demonstration in São Paulo in a conference called the SET Expo. And another demonstration in Brasilia for a CITEL. CITEL is an Inter-American Telecommunication Committee for Americas. And we made demonstrations for targeted advertisement, multi-viewer, immersive audio, interactive IBB, and 4K in auditorium. The project was leadership by TV Globo, and these are the partners of this project. Now, I want to change the topic for the TV 2.0, because I have a very important information about the Brazilian market. Until October of last year, around 98 million of TV sets are sold with digital TV converters, with ISDBT demodulators. In the last 3 years, the number of smart TVs sold until October 2018 is growing. For example, in 2016, around 52%, in 2017, 71%, and in 2018, 84%. Also, for 4K has been growing. In 2016, 4.8%, 10.8% in 2017, and 23.1% in 2018. Looking at this information, the Brazilian Digital TV Forum is working in an evolutive version of ISDBT that we named of ISDBT X or TV 2.5. We want to explore the features available in smart TVs and the 4K TV sets. This is our system today, ISDB-TB, that uses 80.264, MPEG-4 for audio, and the Jinga DTI. But in the evolutive version of ISDB-TB, we have now immersive audio. In the last 2 weeks, the Brazilian Digital TV Forum approved the Dolby AC3 for immersive audio and the MPEG-8 too. Also, we have a new toolbox of tools for the interactive that is called the DTV Play. DTV Play is a kind of app for OTT with many toolboxes that integrate linear TV in smart TV. We have powerful tools like HTML5, RESTful with web services. We can do a lot of things if it is layer of interactive in the ISDB 2.5. Also, we are working a version of HDR backward compatible with 80.264. We have 3 proposals in this moment, Dolby Vision version Profile 9, 8LG 8-bit, and the SL HDR1. Also, 2 weeks ago, we have a very important agreement with the Brazilian state of Rio de Janeiro, with CCME, the China Chamber of Commerce for Import and Export Machinery and Electronic Products. We signed a cooperation for demonstrations of DTMBA system in Brazil. Now is the future. I don't have a crystal ball, but we know that in 2020 we have Tokyo Olympic Games with a very new technologies with 4K, 8K demonstrations. But we think that in 2021 is a good opportunity for us in Brazil to propose a new standard, a new specification. Until this moment, we had tested the advanced ISDBT, a previous version of advanced ISDBT in 2016. Now we are testing ETSC 3.0, and in the next months we will start some trials with DTMBA in Rio de Janeiro. In 2022, we have the Qatar World Cup, and the World Cup will motivate the technological evolution of the broadcasting industry. For us in Brazil, it's very important, the World Cup. And we think that the World Cup will motivate the next generation of digital TV in Brazil. In 2023, we completed the analog switch off, and maybe we can start a deployment of a new digital TV standard in Brazil. Thank you very much.